It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Well, Tech D Rob made me look like a fool earlier today in the regular old show, because we rely on him to bring us information about special things that are going to be available in the fast food world. Now, he'll sure enough jump out and tell us about a coupon he just got or some kind of a special they're running, you know, five for five chili dogs at Sonic or something. But when it really matters, you know, he doesn't come through. Kind of like, you know, Tony Romo. When he was playing, you know, they'd say he'd just kill it all year, and then all of a sudden in the playoffs he'd lose his mind and just you know, completely drop a deuce in the middle of the field. So Rob neglected to tell me that my very favorite flavor of ice cream was coming to Wendy's in form of a Frosty.
Yeah,
the orange Dreamsicle. Dream or cream? Orange.
well, one of them is like a brand or something. I don't know.
But anyway, orange cream flavored Frosty. So I saw the picture of it on one of those spams.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is awesome. Get this. And Rob even admitted, I forgot to tell you about that. So since he didn't tell me ahead of time, I just bebopping and scatting all over the place. I just cut and paste the picture, sent it to the group text for TJ and Jody's Small Town Adventures. Said, we got to do this Saturday. I don't care what, 'cause that's my cheat day on my diet.
Yeah.
Sent it to everybody, getting responses. Handsome Husband Michael's like hearting it, the whole thing. And then Rob comes back after I'd already done that and says it's not available until the middle of March. So then I had to go back and crawfish and say, never mind.
You look like a real boob.
Yeah, no. Do you know what that, you know, the crawfish? Oh, you're crawfishing now. You know what that means?
No.
That means you're retracting what you had said, or you're backing out, because crawfish swim backwards.
That makes sense. Louisiana, everything's backwards.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though. Yeah, you got when you set your sights on something and you're like so excited for it, and then you find out that little nugget of information. It's disappointing.
Especially when it's as important as an ice cream flavor.
Yeah.
You know?
On your cheat day.
Yeah. I think we're just going to have to cancel Small Town Adventures for that day now, because I'm, you know, feel like such a fool.
I'm so dumb. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, no.
No, but, you know, I that's an unpopular opinion that I have, is that I don't freak out over Frosties at Wendy's. Ooh. I don't think they're that great.
Which is crazy. You like soft serve ice cream, and it's basically that.
Yeah, but it tastes different than an ice cream cone at McDonald's. It has a different flavor to it. Yeah.
I don't know that shocking. I don't know that I've ever had a Frosty. Ever.
Yeah, I maybe had a couple of times. That's about it. It's not. I don't understand what the big draw of it is, because even if it were just soft serve ice cream, why would it be so good that people just freak out over it? Like, oh, I love a Frosty.
I don't know.
Love a Frosty. It's not as good as the soft serve that they have at, you know, the Chinese restaurants on the buffet. You know, we used to have that professional popcorn machine at my house.
Yeah.
That's what I always wanted, though, was a soft serve machine.
I know. That would be sick.
Yeah, but from what I understand, they're difficult to clean. That's what people at McDonald's say.
Yeah, I watched a crazy video. There's like a monopoly on those things. Like the one company that makes them for McDonald's tried to shut out like the upcoming competitor. They were like, we're going to make our own soft serve machines that are easier to clean and all that stuff. And the company that provides them to McDonald's like went Allegedly, I mean, it was like a serious thing. They tried to like kill us, you know.
Really?
Good Lord.
It's a couple. They were like, we have this better product, so we were going to pitch it to McDonald's, and I guess the company that already provides those soft serve machines like went hard in the paint,
Like a cartel?
almost like a cartel. The way they were describing it was like black background, like those interrogator lights, and they were like, our lives were in jeopardy.
Good God.
God. It was serious. But imagine
Well,
if you've got a contract where you're providing
Yeah.
those machines to thousands of restaurants. You don't want to hear that somebody's got an easier to clean machine with, it's less expensive and makes a better product.
Because you know that's the company's only client. It would have to be.
I'm sure it is.
So if you lose that one client, then you're out of business.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had no idea.
Because McDonald's doesn't like to share stuff either.
Yeah.
Like they have that special, however little bit of a difference it is in their Coke. That's why McDonald's fountain Cokes taste different than wherever else you get them. Mm-hmm. Is what I've always heard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure
careful.
that they would be like, ice cream machine people, don't be, servicing anybody else.
Don't be doing that.
Isn't that why they say the ice cream machine's always broken, because they make it really hard to fix?
I would imagine.
That so that they're the only ones who can come fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think so. They got
Man.
they got
Pretty
monopoly.
sinister.
They got McDonald's in a chokehold.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, this couple was close to tears when they were talking about their story. It was just wild. But
So it was a man and a woman who have invented a better machine?
yeah, I believe so. If I'm
Or
remembering
does she do
correct-
the books?
Oh, I don't know. About a year ago, this video was out. It was nuts.
I'm just kidding, ladies.
Yeah, husband and
Calm
wife team.
down.
Where would you put a soft serve ice cream machine in your house?
In my house now, I don't know. I wouldn't have a room. Maybe the bedroom. I think Jody would like that.
Yeah,
Put it in the background of your podcasts.
yeah, up in the loft.
But I gave away that popcorn machine because we didn't have room for it in the new house. We don't have a recreation room. I gave it to Mr. Todd.
Oh, did you? Mm-hmm. He'll use it.
Yeah. Well, he said they use it constantly. They got he and his wife have yours, mine, and ours. Well, they don't have ours. They have yours and mine. She has kids. He's got kids, a daughter. So they use it constantly.
Yeah, it makes kick-ass popcorn.
Yeah, it's just like the popcorn they have at Target or somewhere like that.
Real good.
It is good. But I'd rather have your popcorn, Riggins.
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's real good.
You have to shake it on the thing.
Yeah. You
On the
got
stove?
So the seeds all settle down at the bottom, but it takes 2 minutes. I don't know why making your own popcorn is not more popular, because it's infinitely better than microwave popcorn, and you can make a barrel of it in 5 minutes.
So you use a big black iron pot.
You can, yeah. It's
What do
whatever
you use?
how you can make popcorn in a little pot, or a huge pot. It's just how much you want, and there's no measurements because it's all dependent on the size of your pot.
Okay.
You put in enough oil to cover the bottom of the pot and enough seeds to cover the bottom of the pot in one layer, and then you just medium high. And it
But
just
you don't
starts
have to
popping.
stand there the whole time and
No,
shake it.
every 2 minutes or so you shake it to make sure the seeds fall through to
Yeah.
the bottom, so they're getting cooked. And then it takes 5 minutes, and then just add your butter, salt. So good.
It is.
Real
It
good.
is.
A lot of them cook with the butter and salt, right?
Yeah, those machines, yeah.
yeah.
It's like a butter flavored oil. Some of them.
Yeah, because when we would do it, the thing would come in a divided sleeve. So the popcorn measurement would be in one side, and then there's a seal, and then the top side of it was the butter oil.
Yeah. Dang, you make some cheese popcorn too? That's a little more of a pain, but if you can get some white cheddar popcorn on a weekend, damn, crush it.
Man, y'all making me food insecure.
I mean,
And the reason I've been saying that is because you're not supposed to say you're hungry. People are hungry. You're supposed to say food insecure. That's the politically correct, woke way to say somebody's hungry. So I'm trying to be more gentle with my language and not trigger people. So if I'm, instead of saying I'm starving, like you go, oh, I'm starving, I'm gonna say food insecure from now on.
And you did it instead of good job.
Oh yeah. That's what Ace was saying yesterday, that the music teacher in his 7-month-old music class, 7-month-old music class, told a guy, don't say good job, buddy, say you did it. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to, offend anybody or anything.
Since when? Why would you want to be more woke? I don't get that.
It's the new me, Riggins.
Okay. Yeah, great.
But I'm sure that even at this attempt to try to do the right thing and say that I'm food insecure is going to end up bothering somebody. It's going to offend somebody. Somebody in the food insecure business, I guess. Big food insecure. The corporations.
Big food insecure.
Big insecure.
That's exactly what they call themselves.
Did you see that story about Dave Grohl cooking for 24 hours on Super Bowl Sunday to feed homeless people?
No.
He was like barbecuing. I guess barbecuing is Dave Grohl's new thing. Spent 24 hours making food for the homeless. This is a good guy.
Oh yeah, everything I've seen is that he's a nice fella.
He's very funny too.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
I don't know why he would like that Kurt Cobain though. It just doesn't even seem like they would be friends.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't get that either.
Somebody's sitting there going, "You stupid! Kurt Cobain's dead. They're not friends."
You think Dave Grohl makes good barbecue? I doubt it.
If I'm homeless, it's probably great.
The best barbecue you've ever had.
Oh my God.
I don't care who's making it. If I'm food insecure,
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Mr. Gruel, thank you.
why do you think he wouldn't be?
Long hair.
Yeah, and isn't he from Seattle?
Yeah, I just nothing about that. I'm like, I'm sure you probably make like a kick-ass like minestrone soup or I don't know, but not barbecue. I don't know. It's just it's my own thing. And he's got like those little Harry Potter glasses on. I'm like, you're a pit master? Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that you would distrust somebody from Seattle with long hair to be a good barbecue person.
I see somebody like Amanda Riggin
Yeah.
from Hungry Heroes. I'm like, she's making good barbecue. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, just if you heard her talk.
Yeah,
You'd say, you don't even have to look at her.
Yeah.
Just to hear her talk, that's a barbecue person.
Exactly.
Was there any food that isn't known like Seattle's known for? Whatever.
Coffee.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, they're known for bitter coffee and bitter liberals.
So if he offers you a coffee, you should take it. Probably.
Yeah. And fish. That's like
Yeah,
a big-
I forgot
because
about
they
that
throw
fish
them at
market,
each
yeah.
other.
yeah.
Bunch of freaks throwing fish.
He's actually from Ohio, so maybe
He is?
Yeah. He probably wasn't there very long. I have to assume.
Were you juggling over there?
I did. I was curious
Okay.
because I was hoping beyond hope that he wasn't from Seattle because I like him a lot.
Well, Fraser's from Seattle. I like him. But I'd have to try it, Riggins. I'm like you. I'd be skeptical, but I would give it a try.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl barbecue.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust Kenny Chesney to make me like any good food for some reason. Like
Now, you wouldn't trust Kenny Chesney to make a pasta fajoule?
No, or any Southern food. I don't
really?
believe that. Yeah, no. Just looking at him, I'm like, there's no way. He just seems like a phony to me.
He does. He's from Tennessee. I mean,
I know.
he's really country.
But he's just into the island life now.
Yeah, it's like
well,
that.
so am I. I love island life. That's my dream, man.
Yeah, but that was like his whole identity. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. Would you eat Jimmy Buffett's food?
Probably not.
Yeah.
You're a billionaire. You don't know how to make a good cheeseburger. And I've had the cheeseburger in Paradise at Margaritaville. I got news for you.
Yeah. I was going to say that. I've been to a lot of locations of Margaritaville, and I haven't written home and told anybody about it yet in all these years. And they were like, "Dear Mama, you got to try the chicken tenders,
Didn't knock my
the
nuts off.
conch fritters."
Yeah.
You won't find a better chicken tender.
Yeah. I had the best spaghetti at Rainforest Cafe. Come on.
All right, we're going to find out how Rob's Valentine's Day date went because he was not looking forward to, part of the night's activities. So we'll get all that coming up next.
Neogenics presents the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Click on acetj.com/neogenics. More Extra Funny next.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The United States truly is a special place.
The land of the free.
A real melting pot of cultures from all over the world.
Where men, women, and children are given the opportunity to pursue their own little slice of life, liberty, and happiness.
And what better way to celebrate our rich history than with some sweet President's Day furniture deals?
Right now you can save up to $200 on select queen beds. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
This is the only time Ace and TJ are proud to be a little bit extra. It's the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
What? Ace has left the building. We don't know why. He just said he needed to leave. Probably making a drug deal or something.
Yeah. Making some extra cashish. He'd be the worst drug dealer ever.
Yeah, because he's not subtle.
He's not subtle. He'd be talking too much. You just want to go get your drugs and leave.
He'd be like, "That is fantastic. Thank you, man. Thank you."
Yeah, making a big scene. So you're going to do all of them today?
Yeah. I am fascinated by that. That is awesome. Come back and see me now.
Yeah, but if the product is good, it's like, you just deal with it.
Are you saying you've had your share of?
Yeah, sure. They're always an eccentric bunch.
Just like young Melee of the Los Angeles Melees. He's a rapper.
Yeah.
He said, you can do the business if the chip's fat and ain't no chit chat.
If the chip's fat, what does that mean?
Like the coins, the money.
Oh, okay. All right.
And ain't no chit chat.
Got it.
That's what you're saying, just in a different way.
Yeah, kind of like that. Sort of like that.
All right, Rob. How was your Valentine's Day night out? Fun romantic activities with your girlfriend / would-be fiance if she'd get rid of the bad dog, Meredith.
Right. So the movie was pretty early. We went around 4, Madam Web. 2 hours. I thought it was an hour and a half, but I found out while I was in there, it was 2 hours.
What'd you do? Hit pause on it and say, "Oh, guys, 2 hours."
I kept looking at my clock, going, "What the hell is going on right now? Why is this still going?" Not a good movie.
All right, how many people are in there at 4 o'clock or 4:30 on Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it was?
When we first got there, we got into the theater, and I looked at my phone to see if any other tickets had sold, and it was just us two. But then, like 4 other people trickled in.
Okay. You can look on your phone and see how many tickets are gone.
Well, you can because you can order more tickets on your phone,
Yeah.
so you can see the seating chart. So I kind of gauge it, see if anybody's.
Mm.
Because like if somebody's gonna try and sit beside me or something, I'm just gonna move.
Well, you can't, don't you? At an assigned seat.
Well, yeah, but if it's not packed, I can sit wherever. I can move around.
Yeah, again, it's my philosophy that millennials cannot stand there being a piece of technology that they're not using. Y'all just have to use it no matter what. It's a waste if you don't.
I would never disagree with that. I love technology.
Okay, so the movie was as bad as you thought it was going to be?
No, and even after I talked about how bad it was going to be here with you guys, I watched a TikTok before I left, and it said, not only is this a bad movie, it might be the worst movie of all time.
Oh, gosh.
So I went in with that idea, and it was a little bit better than the worst movie of all time.
And it was all about spider women?
Right. So it's a character.
Oh, God.
It's a character called Cassandra Webb, who, in the story of Spider-Man, she is she works with Spider-Man's uncle as a paramedic, and this is set before Spider-Man's born. So they jump around and keep referencing like
hatched.
Right. they keep referencing his uncle Ben, who was a prominent character, and
racist.
And then it never says Peter Parker is the kid that's being born in the movie, but they dance around it. So I don't know. And they don't have superpowers in this movie either. That's something that's going to come in a later edition of this movie if this movie does well, which it's not gonna.
Didn't they learn anything from the all-girl cast of Ghostbusters? Didn't that flop?
Yeah, but I think that was just a problem with the writer. I don't think the people in it were a problem. I think it was the writer of it he didn't do a good job.
And what did Elizabeth Spankbanks? Was she the boss of that or something?
That was
producer, director?
Charlie's Angels reboot was her.
Okay. Yeah. And she said it flopped because of misogyny or something.
Yeah, that's what
patriarchy. All right.
Yeah.
This was a Spider-Man adjacent movie, is
right?
What they were describing.
Which I love that.
They hint at Spider-Man's people. And so if you're not a big Spider-Man fan, you wouldn't have gotten these references, which they're trying to get other people in here. So they probably should have blatantly said who they were referencing. They never did.
Well, I should have said that this morning, Riggins, when we made those announcements about the new projects. I should have said that Ace and Friends and TJ's podcast are Ace and TJ adjacent.
That's it.
Should have said that.
Yeah, they wouldn't have known.
I love it. Was a little on the nose to call her Cassandra Webb. Subtlety, not their strong suit.
Yeah, because I mean that's a character that's been in the comics for a long time. So back then they were just like Webb with two B's.
And if Spider-Man hadn't been hatched yet, why would they make reference to him?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It just wasn't good.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame because when you told me what it was about yesterday, I thought that's going to be he's going to be pleasantly surprised because that sounds like edge of your seat kind of stuff. Did Meredith like it?
I don't think she hated it, but we didn't talk about it much afterwards because I was like, this is not good.
But isn't that what you said about the Barbie, or did you actually say you liked Barbie?
Barbie was a good movie overall. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like the best movie of last year by any means, but it was all right.
Did you get more entertainment out of Barbie the movie or She-Hulk?
Barbie the movie. It was much better written. I don't know. It was better written.
It was written better. Okay, so then the dinner was fine at Red Robin?
I had the Whiskey River barbecue chicken wrap for dinner. I didn't get a burger. But Meredith did. She got a free birthday burger. It was delicious. And apparently, the listener was right beside us and didn't even know.
Yeah, there was a Rob admirer sitting next to him freaking out at the table and said she wouldn't say anything to him, even though she's such a huge fan, because she didn't want the wrath of Meredith coming down on her, like trying to steal her man, even though the lady was with her boyfriend.
Husband, right?
No, it was a boyfriend.
But, I mean...
Which she's saying, hey, he's just a boyfriend. case Rob wants to get rid of his just a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's saying just a boyfriend because he might be leaving based on.
But we also learned another thing about Rob is that he does not. He has this rule where he won't put on socks twice a day. So he had already taken his socks off and was at home, and then to go to the movies, he would have had to put on socks again, and he was having none of it. So he wore flip-flops in the winter to the movie and out to eat for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And no cards or anything exchanged between you and Meredith or anything?
No. That is weird to me because Rob's kind of a romantic. Like, he writes poetry. I mean, he wrote her poetry.
That was like one time.
I know it was one time, but like, it's a sign that you're not like a total buffoon, caveman.
You're not an ice king.
Yeah.
Are so ridiculously expensive now.
I know.
Yeah, I can just tell her how I feel if I want to.
Yeah. That's why.
Did you do that?
No.
That's why Jody and I made a deal a long time ago not to buy each other cards until this Pop Shelf place opened over here. And they're cheap in there, which explains why when I was looking for her Valentine's Day card, I found one that had grammatical errors in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, Enriquez goes, that wasn't a Hallmark, was it? I think, no, it was a cheap card.
Well, they wouldn't have let that slide with Hallmark. I agree.
So I'm in there. I might as well just go in and they have, half cards. Like the other half got torn off and now we're selling them.
Yeah.
You know, the first flap says something nice.
Yeah, that's a weird thing because Jody on your podcast, she was like, so I went and stocked up for every holiday or whatever. But doesn't that take some of the personal touch out of a card? If you're like, I had this in the drawer ready for somebody's birthday. It's like, well, don't even give it to me that. I don't know. I wouldn't want to know that. You just whipped it out. Like, I don't care. But it's also like, oh.
Well, a lot of them are like, that you put with hostess gifts and things like that if you go to somebody's house and all that. Or, just people that you're not friends with or that you don't know very well. I mean, you can be friends with them if you're going to their house, I guess, but...
Yeah, a hostess card, right, Rob?
The people who make desserts, the hostess?
They should be bringing you a card as the dungeon master. Thank you for having us.
I'm looking at the card. Is it supposed to say better than I? Is that the problem?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it says no one knows that better than me.
Okay.
And it should be better than I.
I was just making sure I wasn't stupid too.
Now, I'm sure there were a lot of people look at that rolling their eyes going, who cares? But it's just a sign of the downfall of excellence in our country. You don't demand excellence, you know what you're going to get? Not excellence.
Yeah.
Less than excellence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it kind of sounds weird to say better than I.
But then you put a do on the end of it.
Better than I do. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah. Fill it with doo-doo. Because that's basically what it is with a grammatical error like that. It's just a pile of shit. It's no good. But you know what? I tagged Pop Shelf in it. They didn't respond.
Yeah, why would they do that? It was a criticism.
If you take a picture of something that a Bojangles chicken employee has done that's a funny sign where they make a mistake or something, they repost it. They have fun with it.
There's one of our followers has been tagging Chick-fil-A every single day for like a month because they forgot part of her order. She's like, I'm not stopping until you respond. It's like, oh my God. It was like a forgotten sandwich out of the order. But I see it pop up every day. I don't care. I'm still going to tweet you until you respond to me. Oh, crap.
But Chick-fil-A doesn't make those kinds of mistakes. Rarely does Chick-fil-A mess up somebody's order. So she may be the only one that's ever done that.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to handle it.
No,
They're like, what is she talking? She must be lying. They're praying for her.
Yeah.
This lying woman.
We're going to pray for her.
But you may be looking at like if it was a sandwich they left out of there, you're talking about $15,000, $16,000
At least. At least.
Yeah. My Chick-fil-A visits are dwindling in number since they started treating the online orders with more importance than they do the people who are in line like you're supposed to be.
If I liked their food, I would be thrilled with that. But
Yeah,
I don't like them that much.
because the last time I went to the Chick-fil-A, they had redone the drive-through, and so they have a special drive-through lane for people who ordered on the app and stuff. And you could tell that they were servicing them way better than they did me. And I actually had to pull up at Chick-fil-A for the first time in my life.
Oh my God.
They said pull up and wait. That has never happened at a Chick-fil-A.
Well, they had to do something because it was getting ridiculous. The lines at Chick-fil-A are ridiculous. I'm not saying they need to, put one line ahead of the other, but something had to be done.
Yeah, but it always moves faster than other places too. I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, what they do is they just, they're just turning the backs on the people who've been with them for so long.
The Warriors.
They're just turning their backs on the people who made them, the older crowd, for these Johnny-come-latelys that are going to be in there. The kind that'll tweet them every day because they forgot to put my waffle fries in the bag.
I'll have to give them another shot if they're giving me priorities.
They are, I'm telling you. And they don't even have, at this Chick-fil-A, I don't know how the other ones are, but the one up the street here, they walk out. Like, they don't have a window anymore they reach through. It's a sliding glass door, and they stand there to give you the orders.
That's how the newer ones are working.
Yeah, because they want to be able to run faster to make sure that the app people are taken care of.
Good.
Weird-ass app people. Unless you got the Ace and TJ family app. Then you're good.
More than just regular funny. This is Extra Funny. There's more of Ace and TJ's Extra Funny podcast next.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today. You could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com. It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime, thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today.
Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culvers.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
It's extra and funny. This is the Extra Funny Podcast, presented by Neogenics. Find out more at acetj.com/Neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
No. There was a Delta flight from Amsterdam to Detroit. and they had to turn around 2 hours in because there was something falling from the overhead bin down onto the people below. And when you hear about that, you think maybe it's just like a leak or something, or maybe it's something that has sparked a small fire and it's dropping, little hot pieces of metal down on them or something. But this was maggots.
Ugh. What?
Yeah. Maggots were falling from an overhead bin onto people. And now, you have to turn around for that, but if you are on the plane and you're not one of the people who's getting maggots on them, are you pissed because you got to turn around after 2 hours in the air already?
Yeah.
You're trying to, well, you're going to Detroit, so I mean, is anybody in a hurry to get to Detroit?
Can't you move those people out of the seat? I mean, why is that a ground? Why do you have to ground the plane for that?
Because I guess they consider that an infestation, and they gotta fumigate or whatever. They said it was coming from somebody's carry-on bag. It was rotting fish. Now, who the hell got rotting fish in their carry-on bag? So it must mean that would that mean that the maggots were in the bag already when they got on the plane?
Guess so.
And why couldn't security see that?
Something moving in there.
It's gross.
Because maggots get on because flies lay eggs.
Yeah, and maggots are baby flies.
Or baby. Yeah, so it was in there.
Baby flies are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they turn into flies. Maggots do. That's why I always say it's weird that if you see a fly land on a sandwich or something that you're eating outside, you just shoo it away and you go on. But if you looked and saw a maggot, which is the same thing on a sandwich, you wouldn't eat it anymore.
Yeah. So gross.
And don't flies shit on everything as soon as they land?
I
or
heard
spit?
that's what
they
they
spit
said,
on
yeah.
it or something?
Every time they land, they spit and suck it back
That's why
up
they're
or something.
going all the time.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Because there aren't many things that your average person would find more gross than maggots. You ever seen them in person, Regan?
Sure. On people's garbage cans, you see them.
Oh.
You're like, oh, you must have had like some chicken in there or something, raw chicken.
You know what a baby butterfly is, Rob?
Caterpillar?
Yep.
Okay.
A caterpillar. That's
I almost said a Pokemon's name because that's all that came to my Caterpie.
a Pokemon?
Charizard? I mean, you're talking about Pokemans.
Talking about Pokemons over here.
A caterpie turns into a butterfly.
Well, first he turns into Metapod, and then he turns into Butterfree, okay?
Okay, butterfree.
Butterfree. Okay. But I wonder what the women on the plane were doing.
What does that mean?
Like, if you see maggots,
Oh.
if a maggot fell on me anywhere, I would just give me the heebie-jeebies.
Sure. And then I'd start identifying. I'm like, I can probably guarantee I can pick out the person that brought rotting fish.
Yeah,
on
well,
the
I mean,
plane.
they had to be
Nasty.
sitting right there because it was their carry-on bag. Would you claim it, though, if it was yours? Would you act like it wasn't yours?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But I guarantee you, they stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
They're
can
easily identifiable.
Yeah, you can usually judge people by how they look.
Sure.
They say you're not supposed to do that, but you can. A lot of times that's all you need. Just look at them and go, okay, you look like somebody that would be traveling with rotting fish.
Yeah. That's the second somebody was coming through the airport with a dead monkey the other week.
Yeah, 3 monkey carcasses.
That was so weird.
I'd rather have the dead monkey carcasses than maggots falling from the overhead compartment.
I'll take a dead monkey over a live maggot any day.
Hell yeah.
Agreed.
Did anybody else say anything crazy, Riggins, when you were asking earlier in the regular old show if they had an unpopular animal opinion?
Yeah, somebody said if your dog has cancer and you choose to put them through chemo treatments, you're abusing the animal and shouldn't have the animal in the first place. And I don't know enough about chemo treatments for dogs, but I guess they're saying like it's unnecessary and it just causes the dog more pain, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
It's expensive, too.
I would imagine.
It's expensive.
And the other person said, if you don't let your dog on the couch, then you shouldn't have a dog.
Please.
Something ridiculous like that.
They must live in a dirty house.
Probably.
Or they don't have a dog.
Yeah. But there was a lot of no one said you should let dogs come in all restaurants regardless of their, if they're an emotional support animal or a service animal. No one said that, which I thought would happen. Let's open up all businesses to dogs. But no one said that.
Nobody said what I said the other day about, if you have an emotional support animal that's supposed to calm you down when you have anxiety or whatever, that before you let them in, just to make sure they're not faking, you do something to get them all agitated and see if the dog calms them down.
Yeah, no.
They blow an air horn at them or something.
No one said that.
How else would you test it? Because there's so many people faking those things now and saying they have an emotional support animal. See, well, I have anxiety. It calms me down. Okay, well, let me see it.
Yeah, an emotion. Yeah, but it's different. It's not a service animal. If it were a service animal, then maybe you could test it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same result. They're trying to bring it into a business that has a regular no dogs policy.
Yeah,
it's just as bad as parking in a handicap spot and not being handicapped. If you go around getting fake emotional support animal licenses just so you can take your dog into places that doesn't allow dogs, then you're scamming.
Is that like stolen valor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, because there are people who really do have those things for the right reasons. But then you're going to come sneaking in there and make everybody distrust them because there've been so many fake ones.
Also, it might ruin it for them later.
Mm-hmm.
It may just make it where you can't have them anymore.
Or they just say, "Hey, we're at our dog limit now. We can only have 10 dogs in here at once."
The fire department says it's not up to code.
But yeah, I mean, some people don't even have anxiety or whatever they're saying. This is my emotional support animal.
Emotional support alligator.
Yeah.
There's a guy in Louisiana that does that.
Mm-hmm.
Therapy alligator.
Is that like the craziest emotional support?
It's the craziest one I've seen.
Or when people walk around with those big birds and stuff, trying to get on planes with those giant birds.
Peacocks.
Yeah.
My emotional support peacock.
Someone says online says that a dolphin can also be an emotional support.
How you gonna travel with a dolphin?
I don't know.
If somebody showed up at my place of business and they had a dolphin with them somehow, I'm letting them in.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, you go to that much trouble to try to get in here? Come on.
That's pretty sick, man.
Got a tank on a wagon. Big ass dolphin in it. They just keep him in there. I don't want him humping none of my guests.
Yeah.
He can't hump the other customers.
Oh, he's trained, okay? Don't worry about it.
Got a dolphin doing flips in aisle 7.
And a shark.
Someone said an emotional support turkey. If you bring a turkey, I'm not letting you in at all. Period.
No,
Get that away from here.
Mm-mm. But I mean, they let them, and they've normalized that so much that people are like, well, of course. They don't even question it. Of course. I mean, it's an emotional support, and that's because they've convinced a whole generation of Americans that they're crazy. Everybody's crazy. Everybody needs therapy. Everybody needs help dealing with life. So here's my support chicken. Like, yeah, you bring that in here, he's going to support me.
I got the opposite
on the grill.
I got the opposite problem. I would my emotional state would be much better off without my animals.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is your emotional support dog giveaway. Yeah, that'd calm you down a lot.
I'd be stress free.
You got that badass dog. Well, we need to really work on making that happen, Rob. Getting rid of that dog.
It's ruining my life.
We're gonna have to get. I think we're gonna have to get a therapist for Meredith. So yeah, let's flesh that out a little bit in extra funny about how we're gonna get Meredith to finally let go of that dog that's keeping y'all from getting married.
I like that.
All right. So if you don't subscribe to Ace TJ Prime Plus, then you need to do that. And you could hear all of the extra segments every day. extra segments. You can do that at acetj.com/prime. Okay, so we'll get into that next in extra funny. Hang on.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.